Hi everyone, this is Jenny Garcia, and in this video I will teach you how to create a flower pattern on your lettering using the Tumble dual brush pens. Before we start lettering, I want to teach you the Doodle Dab technique, and it's really easy. You're going to use the brush tip of your dual brush pen and you're going to press down. To make a flower, you're going to make a doodle dab on each cardinal point, and then you're going to do another doodle dab between each cardinal point. It's really easy. Make sure you press down. This will not ruin the tip. The harder you press, the bigger your teardrop shape will be. Always point the fine tip to the center to create the flower. You can also alternate colors using 2 or even 3 dual brush pens. Using one color, add a doodle dab on each cardinal point. Then take another color and add a doodle dab between. Now at the center of this flower, the colors will blend a little bit. You can create many combinations using this technique. And like I said earlier, the more pressure you apply to the dual brush pen, the bigger teardrop shape you will have. This is handy when you have to fill smaller spaces. That way you can make smaller flowers. For this project, I'm using the Tombow Dual Brush Pen Tropical Set. I also made this project using the Retro Set. You can find it at the Tombow blog, blog.tombowusa.com. Now we're gonna start lettering. I sped the video up twice for the sake of time. I want you to remember to make really slow strokes that will ensure that your upstrokes are thin. I'm going to add a little bit of thickness to the downstrokes. That way it will give me a little bit more space to add my flowers. Also make sure you use a light color. That way your florals will pop. Once you're done adding thickness to the downstrokes, make sure you let it dry a little bit. You don't want to smear the progress that you have made so far. Now you're gonna start adding the doodle dabs really close to the edges of each letter. Make sure you distribute the colors evenly throughout the letters. And even if you missed a few, you can always come back and add a little bit more. Since there is not enough space for a flower in the upstrokes, you're just going to add one petal. Don't be afraid to overlap colors, sizes, and shapes of flowers. Since flowers and petals are organic shapes, you're bound to go a little bit out of bounds. But don't worry, it's part of the process in the organic shape of this lettering. I love using the Tumble Dual Brush Pen Tropical Set for this technique, but I also like using the Retro Pack, the Citrus Pack, the Perfect Blends, and Florals. When you practice your flower pattern lettering, share it with us at Tumble USA on Instagram and Facebook. We love to see your own take and colors in this technique. Once you're almost done with your lettering, make sure you go back to those spaces that are still empty and use some of the colors that you already used. This time I used every color in this pack except for the colorless blender. Don't forget your upstrokes. Add single petals to those upstrokes too. And you don't need to cover everything, but you wanna have enough to have a really heavy pattern. Tell us in the comments which Tumble Dual Brush Pen set are you going to be using for this technique. If you're still a newbie, don't get discouraged. You still can practice this as you're practicing your upstrokes and downstrokes and your basic techniques. I'm using less pressure to make smaller flowers in those downstrokes that transform into a curve on the C and the G. And now we're done with our lettering. Here I'm going to show you a little close-up of the end result. This was so nice to do and so soothing. I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the Tumble USA YouTube channel. Bye!